Did you know that Google personalizes many searches by city, and Also Asked is the only tool to access live People Also Asked data at city level? Try for free at alsoasked.com.
Tired of SEO guesswork? Quadra's AI agent goes deeper to uncover high-impact optimizations and completes hours of SEO in minutes. Get started now.
I was going to say that SEO with Fat Joe is as peaceful as this, but then the birds are all having fights.
Thank you for this nice introduction, and welcome everyone. I hope that you will enjoy with me when we will be talking about mastering cross-platform content strategy. Of course, when we talk about mastering cross-platform, we will think right away of repurposing, which means that we will be talking about, just before that, who here use like 3 or 4 platforms like blogging, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok? Raise your hands. And who feels overwhelmed with all of that? Or you feel like we don't have really a very clear strategy and we are a little bit lost? Okay, so I'm hopefully that you are here. I hope that today I will deliver to you some practical issues that will be the suite of my the president's speakers. Thank you, by the way, it was so interesting. So when we are talking about repurposing, we are talking about the fact of creating something very great, like you will do what he has been talking about, and you will find a subject that's interesting for you. Then we will create something like long video or article about something that addressed your audience. Then we will go to transform this content and reshape it in order to put it on different platforms like LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, and whatever. That's the period of distributing our content. And usually when we are talking about that, all in the mind of people, you have right away the idea that that's copy and paste. And that's wrong. When we are talking about repurposing by only copying and pasting, this is the worst thing that you can do. It's better not do that than doing it in this way, because this will lead to duplicated content, platform ignorance, because the platforms don't like at all that the same content has been uploaded in another place. And most important, this will lead to user fatigue, which means the people will come and will see exactly the same context here and there. This will do exactly the opposite of what we are looking for, is creating this brand authenticity and this relation with the user. So this is really the thing that makes the content strategy either stand or the opposite. So if we do it right, we will have fresh content, as our colleague was talking about refreshing, for example, your blog even here and there. We will have more internal linking, more backlinks opportunity, and more structured data, which will make our blogs or videos more important on the internet. This will lead also to better engagement, and it will expand our footprint, because people will find us if we do it correctly here and there. And like marketers, for example, use it 20% more to increase traffic. We have more than half brand awareness, and these numbers of more engagement and 50% of more leads. This is a classical example of Hootsuite, who have moved from 10,000K to this number, 2,000. By only adding YouTube videos and Instagram carousels, which were really well created about a content that they have created about hashtags. Now hashtags are less important, but however, they were able to multiply their traffic thanks to this way of repurposing. Now, what is repurposing? Okay, I have talked a lot, and that was the introduction. Now, if we come to the core of the subject? When we are talking about repurposing, it's about creating some big content, then trying to talk about that in the other social media here and there. And usually it's looked like this, and marketers will choose what corresponds to their needs. Like if we are B2B, maybe we are YouTube, podcast, blog, and LinkedIn. If we are B2C, we will also talk about TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, or Pinterest. So first element, don't overwhelm yourself by social networks or platforms that you don't need, by platforms where you don't find your audience. Choose correctly your social networks or your platforms. Another important thing, that's how I see things, because here in the blog and YouTube and podcast, LinkedIn, we have the real value of SEO. Here we can show all our expertise. We can really create great keywords, and this will lead later to a blog that will be a reference, a video YouTube that after 1 or 2 years will be really a reference in one subject or another. However, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube Shorts, and all of these, they are like what we say in French, éphémère. They will disappear. You are very active on Instagram for 1 month. Then you are ill for one another month, and you lose really your traffic. So remember always that your goal is to use these tools to bring traffic to this original where the real value of SEO. Here you will leave a good video of YouTube. 2 years later, it will have enormous amount of organic traffic. It's the same for your blog. However, here, it's not the same. Now you will find that I have put in LinkedIn here and here. It's not an error. But LinkedIn, in its posts and the day-to-day information that we insert in it, it combines with these family. But when we are talking about long articles, about our biography, about the information, no, here it's the opposite. It's really a power SEO. It's really powerful in terms of SEO. And to test that, after that we finish, search your name on Google, and most probably the first result that you will find, it will be your LinkedIn profile. So they are really very strong in SEO. Sorry. So how we do it right, how we do it correctly, you have to create really big, important piece of content. Then you will break it into chunks, as we will be talking now. Then we will change the format. So if you have a YouTube video, you will not do the same on Instagram like this. You have to change the format and update your information. Then you have to optimize by platform, and then you can schedule and, of course, analyze the results. Now I will be talking a little bit about YouTube, but before, let me tell you that sometimes you can use this the opposite way. How? You can test an idea, because creating a reel is, of course, easier than creating a long article. So maybe you can create a reel or create content on these social networks and see if audience are interacting with. You will say, so it's interesting. I will go right away and create the blog or YouTube which is associated. And remember also, by being the first one to talk about such a topic, whatever the topic is, you will have this idea for Google that you are the first one who has been talking about the first. So if you are come from here to the blogs, maybe you might there's a risk that you will not be the first one, because people will be before you, and you will risk this to lose this first one who has been talking about that before. So if we are talking about YouTube optimization, so you can also go to my presentation, which was last October. I have been detailing these topics too much, but if the idea is still the same. You have really to look for keyword-rich titles, add chapters, and add detailed descriptions whenever you are producing a new video. And take care of chapters, because they appear in the SERPs, and they give you look at he has nearly half of the page because he has added correct chapters. So add chapters, take time to define which is the first chapter, second chapter, and give them, add timestamps, give them meaningful titles. Then add also the video object when you are adding it to your website. This is also very important to tell Google that this web page contains a video, even if it's a YouTube embed. So you have to add the schema, and the rich results will enhance also how the video is presented, and you will end by having better indexing. And don't forget that when you will add it to your website, do some adjustment like uploading lazy. This will prevent also that the website will be slow, and this will punish your website. Now, if we are talking about TikTok, of course, it's nearly the same that we will talk also about Instagram Reels and about YouTube short videos, because they have the same logic. So take care of the attention span of people. It's very short now, so you have to take in consideration that, and you have to make it drama when you are talking on Instagram Reels and stuff like that. And you take also, I have put it 2 times because it's important. So what we have to do, if we have a big video or if we have a big blog, we will come here, we will look for the surprising statistic in the text and the quick tips, the things that I believe that when the user will see that, he will stop. And I will try also to target the audience hooks. So when we are talking about Instagram or TikTok, it's not exactly the same as we talk about a big video. And then we can use, of course, AI tools. Whenever you find something like this, it's a name of a tool. And most of these tools, I have tried them personally. So you have some AI tools that will help you to detect which paragraph or section which is the most interesting. Then you can, of course, add the captions. This is very important because keep in mind, more than half of people who scroll Instagram or TikTok, they scroll it without sound. Me, I'm from this half. So we scroll it without sound. So having the captions will really give us the chance to know what the reel is about. So don't neglect that. And hopefully with AI tools, you can add it to your videos without an effort. So we will add the hook, and we will craft the script in a way that really will let people stop. Like, for example, you are doing SEO wrong, here's how to fix it. So we will really bring that drama to our reels on Instagram and on our short videos. This also keep it short and enhance with effects. So if you are on TikTok, use the effects on TikTok. If you are on Instagram, do the same. If you are on YouTube video, always do the same. So we have maybe a video, but when we'll upload it to the platform, try to make it looks like it's really a TikTok one or Instagram one or a YouTube one, not really a traditional video. Then include visual enhancement like TikTok. We love emojis so much. Progress bar, sometimes you find the video and you have like something which is turning like this. This will give the audience a feeling that they have to continue the video. It's like a psychological trip so that they can finish the video with you. And of course, transitions are very important. So change the angle or do something, move from a video to a text. Keep it moving so that people will keep with you. And you have noticed also, recently Instagram has installed really another way of publicity, which is in the reel. So they prefer if you have like one minute reel, so they can put ads into it. Now, after that, of course, make the format correctly. As I have said, if it's a YouTube video and you want to upload it to Instagram, you should modify that. And remove watermarks, that's important. And add effects whenever you can add that. And don't forget that you are SEO experts. So show that in TikTok and on Instagram or everywhere. So use correct keywords, search for them, and use them whenever you are at the description of your short videos here and there. This is an example. If you have a video of 8 minutes of YouTube tutorials, how to do SEO videos, I will change it to 2 clips. This one mistake is killing your SEO. Here's how to add schema to your videos. And here are the tools that you can use in order to perform that. Now, if we are talking about Instagram, Instagram is very similar in the Reels aspect to TikTok, but however, if we are seeing anything else, because they have the stories, they have the carousel, they have different types of content. So keep that also in mind when we are working with Instagram. So on Instagram, also you should have the call to action, like save this, link in the bio. Which tip do you surprised the most? A new tip from YouTube video? Because remember, our goal was to take people to the original content that we have created, which is the YouTube video or the blog that we have created. So always try to open the APT, make people go and read the whole articles. But you cannot do it clearly unless if you do stuff like that. And here we see that there are different types of posts on Instagram, like the reel, carousel, story, and post. So you can vary what you will publish here, and of course everything of these types have its specific use. So if you respect this, you will have great results. This is another example in which you will have original YouTube video that you will transform into a reel with this title, then the story still using I don't know what, and you can use the polls, you can use the stuff to interact with people, because the more that they interact with you, the more your videos and carousel will appear to other people. And keep in mind that the stories on Instagram are better to be one day on, day off. When you are absent one day from Instagram, your stories have much more percentage that it will be shown to the people later. That was about Instagram and TikTok. Now about LinkedIn. LinkedIn is my favorite because I'm like B2B, so I'm more active on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn also is, people are more apt to understand and read analysis and stuff like that on LinkedIn. But don't keep it only to engage people with information. Also add some personal stuff, add something that will make people want to give their opinion. Because more people will interact with your posts, like they will comment, they will say, no, I don't agree. For example, let me say, AI revolution will kill SEO. Write something like that and put your opinion. It's something that will challenge people to give their opinions. When that will lead to more content, to more comments, and this will make you more influencer on some, you can follow the same regel on every social network, and it will lead to really big traffic. Then whenever you want to upload a video, even to LinkedIn, all platforms prefer that they have the native video for them. So never take a video from TikTok and download it like it is to LinkedIn. You have to change in it. You have maybe to add the caption, change the, maybe if from one long video, I found 6 ideas, I will put 3 on TikTok, 2 on Instagram, 1 on LinkedIn. Don't try to duplicate yourself. Try really to make people interested in the subject instead. And so you have to have engaging text posts when it related to LinkedIn, because this, and make it clear what is the call to action in your presentation, in your post, I'm sorry. And don't forget also that LinkedIn offers you the possibility to publish big articles, and they are well in SEO. So if you have already an article on your website, you can republish it on LinkedIn. Don't afraid, it's not a duplicated content, because we will use the canonical schema to explain to Google that it's not duplicated content. The original content is here, and you will put the link. But it will give you really a good boost. So if we are, you should always avoid to put links in the post body. Use real data or quote. People loves to answer questions, and they really attract connection. So try to add this and always track performance to see what type of posts have performed the better for you. Sample repurposing, you can have an original video that you will cut it to video clips, carousel, text, post, and article, and you will, for example, if you have 12 minutes, maybe you can find content for nearly 2 weeks in your social networks thanks to the information that you have here, that you have in your original video. This is an example also of a biography, how we can cluster it and really put enough information in our LinkedIn biography. And here is another example. If you see here, we have the word SEO that appears in his profile 62 times. So take your time and create appealing biography that contains the keywords that you are targeting. Now, if I will finish with some recommendations, always audit content, plan formats before you publish, and schedule publishing, and most importantly, maybe measure performance. You can use tools that will help you, like Descript, which will write the script alone on your video. Then you can ChatGPT to brainstorm what we will take off from this content. Then Canva to create them, CapCut, which will edit, and Hootsuite or Buffer so that you can plan and schedule your content in these social networks. Take care, as I have said, from canonical tags. If you have the same article, you should clarify that. And cross-platform analytics tracking, always track what you are doing. If you have more traffic thanks to one platform, you should be aware of that. And not measure only the likes, measure everything that moves on your profile and on your website. And always take care of the schema. Add the schema correctly whenever you are adding a podcast or an object or a video or something, because this will give good indicators to Google. And repurpose with precision. And maybe I will finish by one very important topic that you know that always keyword research is the most important and most difficult things to do. And when you are doing this for different platforms, don't use the traditional SEMrush, Ahrefs, and what we know, because each platform of these has its own resources and own platform that's better. You will understand better which keywords you should use. Either on YouTube, we have TubeBuddy, vidIQ, TikTok, LinkedIn, and Instagram, because actually people don't search this platform exactly like they do on Google, and user intent is always also very different. So this is surprisingly very important point. And these are some tools that you can use to schedule publishing on these platforms. I prefer, me personally, but it's only a personal choice, I prefer Hootsuite because it's really complete. But to be honest, I didn't test every tool in the list. They are all great. Focus on your platform, transform, don't duplicate, and take care of technical optimization and automate intelligently. Happy repurposing, and if you want, I have created a little guide about the tools. If you want to connect with me on LinkedIn and send me a message, I will be happy to share it with you. Thank you so much. I hope that was interesting.